Biggest heist of Mia Kane's life. Dressed in a sleek black bodysuit, Mia stood atop a 40-story skyscraper staring across at her target, Apex Tower. Inside was the prototype of the Aegis Drive, a device capable of neutralizing any power grid in the world. In the wrong hands, it would plunge cities into darkness and chaos. Mia's earpiece crackled. "Status check," came the voice of her partner Jordan, stationed in a van a few blocks away. "On target," she replied. "How's security?" "Thick, heat sensors, motion detectors, and armed guards. You got 15 minutes before the next patrol hits the vault." "Plenty of time," Mia said with a smirk. With a deep breath, she leapt. The wind howled in her ears as she descended, the grappling line zipping her toward an open ventilation shaft. She landed silently, pulling herself inside the narrow passage. The first challenge came fast. Laser grids. Mia activated her visor, which highlighted the beams in glowing red. She twisted and turned her body like a dancer, her movements fluid and precise. One wrong move and the alarms would bring a small army. She made it through unscathed and dropped into a dimly lit hallway. A security drone hovered ahead, its camera sweeping for intruders. Mia pressed a button on her glove, firing an electromagnetic pulse that sent the drone spiraling to the ground. "Nice move," Jordan said in her ear. "You're halfway there, but heads up, I'm picking up chatter. Someone's noticed the drone's down." Mia picked up her pace, sliding into the stairwell and descending to the 15th floor where the vault was hidden. Just as she reached the door, the sound of boots echoed behind her. Two guards appeared at the door. "Thank you, Miss Eleanor," she said. "You make this place special." Miss Eleanor knelt down, her voice gentle. "Oh, Mia, it's not me. It's you and everyone who comes here. You brought the stars back to this library." As Mia skipped home under the twinkling night sky, Miss Eleanor looked up and smiled. For the first time in years, she believed the library would stand for many more generations, a beacon of hope, wonder, and light, and connection. One chilly autumn day, a little girl named Mia wandered into the library. Her jacket was patched, and her boots looked a size too small, but her eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Hi," she said shyly. "Do you have books about stars?" Miss Eleanor's heart warmed. "We certainly do. Come with me." She led Mia to a shelf filled with books about astronomy, constellations, and even stories about wishing on stars. Mia's eyes widened, and she selected a worn-out book called The Wonders of the Night Sky. "Can I take this home?" Mia asked. Miss Eleanor smiled. "Of course, dear. Just promise to bring it back so someone else can enjoy it too." Over the weeks, Mia became a regular visitor. She devoured books about stars, planets, and galaxies. Her excitement was infectious, and soon other children started visiting the library too. One day, Mia brought a shoebox filled with tiny handmade paper stars. "I made these," she explained. "I want to share them with everyone who comes here." Miss Eleanor hung the stars from the library's ceiling. The children loved them, and soon they were making stars of their own, filling the library with a shimmering constellation. Word spread, and the once quiet library became a lively hub of activity. Parents brought their children, neighbors donated books, and even the mayor stopped by to admire the transformation. Miss Eleanor, now busier than ever, couldn't have been happier. The library was alive again, not just as a place to borrow books, but as a space where dreams took flight. One evening as Mia was leaving, she paused at the door. "Thank you, Miss Eleanor," she said. "You make this place special." Miss Eleanor knelt down, her voice gentle. "Oh, Mia, it's not me. It's you and everyone who comes here. You brought the stars back to this library." Rifles at the ready. Mia reacted instantly, throwing a smoke grenade that exploded in a blinding cloud. She darted forward, taking one guard down with a sweep of her leg and disarming the other with a swift twist of her wrist. Both hit the floor, unconscious. "Vault door ahead," Jordan said. "Code's 9473, but hurry, they're sending reinforcements." Mia punched in the code and the vault door hissed open. Inside, the Aegis Drive rested on a pedestal, glowing faintly. She stepped forward, but a chill ran down her spine. "Too easy," she muttered. The moment her fingers touched the device, alarms blared, steel shutters slammed over the windows, and a robotic voice declared, "Intruder detected." "Mia, you've got to move," Jordan yelled. From behind, an elite guard in exoskeleton armor entered, wielding an electric baton. He swung, and Mia ducked just in time. The baton smashed into the wall, sending sparks flying. Mia countered with a spinning kick, but the guard barely flinched. He grabbed her by the arm and threw her across the room. Pain shot through her side, but she gritted her teeth and reached for a gadget on her belt. The flashbang went off, disorienting the guard for just a moment. It was all Mia needed. She grabbed the Aegis drive and sprinted toward the ventilation shaft she'd used earlier. Jordan's voice was frantic. "They've locked down the exit routes. You'll have to improvise." "Copy that," Mia said. With the sound of footsteps closing in, she activated her grappling hook and fired it at a nearby skylight. The glass shattered, and she launched herself into the night. A hail of bullets followed her, but she twisted midair, landing on a nearby rooftop. The getaway bike Jordan had prepped roared to life as she swung onto it. With the Aegis drive secure in her bag, Mia sped through the city, dodging pursuing drones and black SUVs. By the time she reached the safe house, the city was still on high alert. Jordan greeted her with a grin. "Nice work, Mia. I'd say you earned your cut." Mia placed the Aegis drive on the table. "Let's make sure this thing never sees the light of day." As the sun began to rise over the city, Mia vanished into the shadows, ready for her next mission.